Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to this section. We are sincerely sorry for the little break in transmission. My name is Mr. Simeon Ajakwe. Tonight, my presentation is on artificial intelligence and Metaverse, which throughout this presentation, be using the acronym AIM, that is AIM. In this presentation, in a nutshell, we'll look at the objectives of artificial intelligence in promoting the acceleration of Metaverse. Then we'll look at the overview of artificial intelligence in Metaverse so that we understand the relationship. We understand the relationship that Metaverse and AI share in common. Then we'll go ahead and look at the artificial intelligence techniques and the models that are deployed in Metaverse, the opportunities that lies ahead so that you can create a niche for yourself and participate rather than being a spectator on the sideline. And we'll conclude. In a nutshell, the summary of this presentation can be captured in 3 ways. One is just to demystify so that AI, peradventure you are new to it, or you are new to the term Metaverse, you can understand the pillars of this innovation. Then having demystified, we will discover the things we need to know so that we can now know how to participate, and having discovered, you can now deploy. You deploy based on the discovery you have gotten, and then participate meaningfully. So quickly, let's look at the overview. Now, just like our speaker said yesterday, in a nutshell, Metaverse is the coming together of two words, meta and universe. And when we talk about meta, we are talking about the transition of data, the dynamic transformation of data, so that at every point in time, you can use it to take decision. And universe, in this regard, we are talking about a synthetic environment where the things that happen in the physical are transmitted into the virtual, and then you can get a wholesome, holistic derivation of pleasure from the data. Between 2020 and 2024, it is estimated that the world of augmented reality and virtual reality has contributed significantly and financially in different dimensions, in games and in software development, as you can see on the screen. And it is estimated that by year 2024, about $40 billion. Now, let's look at the trend of how Metaverse has moved. Between 1991 to 1998, that was the first transformation of Metaverse with the origin of the internet. And then between year 2002 and 2009, that was the second phase of transformation of Metaverse. Then between 2009 and 2014, that was the third transformation. And then between 2014 to 2018, that was the fourth transformation. And then finally, we have the fifth transformation, which is between 2019 to 2021, especially when Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, decided to announce Metaverse by changing the company to Meta. When we talk about artificial intelligence, in a nutshell, just simply put it, we're talking about system or machine intelligence. That it is the art of creating machines, processes, and systems that can extract facts from dynamic information and then use it to take different decisions the decision you take now in the next 1 second or millisecond can change based on the dynamic transformation of that data. That's what AI is just simply all about. It's not just machine processes and procedures too. Now, when we talk about the world of AI, if you want to understand the concept of AI, then you need to understand also about what AI does. And it's all about machine learning. And there are categories of machine learning that we deploy in AI. We have what is known as the supervised learning, the unsupervised learning, the semi-supervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. Now, this category of machine learning or deep learning is based on the data that you are making use of and the type of task is meant to perform. And it is on this basis of classification, we have different AI model. Now, we need to establish that AI is not about making things difficult. It's not about replacing human beings. It's not about creating a society that is precarious. And it's not even about making people lazy. It is simply what AI is trying to achieve is problem solving that is easy, that is fast, that is efficient and effective. So if we see from this point of view that AI is simply to make problem solving very easy so that we can deploy our intuitive mind to things that add value, so that we don't engage ourselves in other things that the machine can take care of, especially when the environment is so complex and the environment is so difficult, the terrain cannot easily be accessed by a human. So if we understand this, then it gives us a clearer picture of how to participate in the world of AI and Metaverse. Now, having established this, how do we bring the whole concept together? AI, Metaverse, and then, of course, 5G and 6G technology, because all these things will work in an environment that has the 5G and 6G communication, because data needs to travel very fast, and we need to extract a lot of facts from the dynamic volume of information that is so volatile in the way it changes. So how do we achieve all this together? That is just a summary of what this presentation is bringing across to us. And that is, we look at the relationship between AI and Metaverse. Now, there are 7 layers of AI in Metaverse. And this is divided into experience, discovery, creator economy, spatial computing, decentralization, human interface, and infrastructure, as you can see on the display. On all these 7 layers, AI does a lot of, because the AI platform is the engine behind the Metaverse. The physical structure of a system or an individual is not the sophistication. It is the intelligence behind the physical structure that is the sophistication of such company or product. And that is what AI does in games, in advertising, in design tools, e-commerce. You talk about a 3D design, you talk about edge computing, blockchain, microservices, platform, everything connects together, just like the last speaker said. Everything connects together, mobile, wearables, smartwatch, all these need to come together. The issue of data centers, cloud computing, intelligent computing, semantic computing, AI is the brain behind all this technology. Now, not only that, let's look at the roles of AI in Metaverse as we look at the different aspects of Metaverse. First, let's look at what is known as the natural language processing. Well, when we talk about natural language processing, we're talking about machine trying to understand human communication, human modes. When we talk, it's not just what you say, the emotion behind it. AI does language modeling, word prediction, text-to-speech processing, semantic labeling. This is what AI tries to do in trying to, bring the human, the physical, or the cognitive into the virtual. Now, we look at the second aspect of Metaverse, where AI comes in, and that is in machine vision. When we talk about machine vision, we are talking about object detection,
object classification, semantic analysis, image restoration, enhancement of image, post-estimation, action recognition. Just like you had our last speaker, when there is something, a breakdown in the manufacturing process or the staff involved, with AI, we can know when a staff has an issue, and that can easily be, taken care of. Not only that, with AI, we can, there's what is known as a ultra reliable, low latency communication. And that is what 5G and CG communication is trying to do. And with AI, there are so many algorithms that can take care of this. Of course, intelligent spectrum, utilization also. Now with AI, digital twin cannot be possible without AI, because we need to do, just like our speaker yesterday, data-driven modeling. It's not just a one-way linear process. As data changes, decisions need to move in that order. Irrational behavior needs irrational, decision. With AI, that can only be possible. Now, not only that, for what is known as brain-computer interface, trying to bring in the cognitive aspect and neurological aspect into the way machine does things, just the same way human can remember past and then based on that make future prediction. In Metaverse, we want whereby people can remember emotion and then feel their past in the present, especially the past that gives them joy. It's only with AI that this can be established. Let's look at opportunities of AI in Metaverse so that we can create a niche for ourselves. There are so many opportunities of AI, that is artificial intelligence, whether it's on the line of machine learning or on the line of deep learning. Let's look at the opportunities of AI in Metaverse. In the manufacturing sector, with deep neural networks, such as a recurrent neural network, what we know as the LSTM, the deep belief networks, AI, all these are AI algorithms that can be used, to increase manufacturing scalability, visual entities, for operation transparency, to be able to monitor the condition of machines, just like our last speaker told us, where fault detection and the accuracy of designs with AI, these things can be achieved. Now, not only that, in the world of job fairs, with AI, we can create virtual, platform for teleworking, teleconferences, just like what is going on now. Job fairs, people can attend interview online and have the feeling face-to-face encounter with the panels, on the Metaverse. And with that, you don't need to travel far distance, and the risk involved during interview conferences and what have you. Not only that, with AI also, smart communities can be created. People can work in a smart environment. You are not scared of, of a security risk. Intelligent transport system, just like our speaker yesterday talked about, video-based surveillance is made possible, and collaborative home sensing. You can feel, you can move into the Metaverse, and the movie you are watching, you can interact end to end with the cast of the movie and feel the same thing that you would have wanted to feel if you were in the movie scene, in the movie line. Now, also with AI, especially with deep neural network, we can also the issue of NFT, like you had our last speaker, that's what is known as the non-fungible token. With AI, you can create digital assets, digital C of O's, and all the other things, and you can sell your market on the Metaverse. For instance, one of the most important TV presenter known as Snoopy Dogg, bought into AI worth of 80 million US dollar investment of a podium. where, music and concert fairs can take place. So you don't need to travel down to Las Vegas to watch such fairs. You can sit at the comfort of your house, interact with other people who are attending the event online, feel the same music, feel the same event, feel everything together. All this can only be made possible with what is known as reinforcement learning. And the reinforcement learning is an advanced aspect of AI we call the artificial super intelligence, because AI has 3 domains: artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. And that is where AI comes in Metaverse. Not only that, AI plays all other role in what is known as gaming, which is the one that brought Metaverse to the limelight. With recurrent neural network, convolutional neural network, and generative adversarial network, the GANs, you can not just play the game, be part of the game, be part of the characters in the game, feel all the emotions of the game. You can imagine a world whereby you are on the same pitch playing with Kylian Mbappe, playing, with Lionel Messi, playing with all other superstars, no matter the sport, whether it's soccer or basketball, or you are playing with, Tiger Woods, what have you. This can only be made possible with AI, and the algorithms are everywhere. Now, we also look at the future of AI in Metaverse. The future of AI in Metaverse, which is very, very important, that is ongoing now, is the issue of you having your own personal avatar, whereby you can, feel emotion, know when someone is telling you the truth, or when someone is telling you a lie. You can imagine your avatar can feel what you should have felt when you are physically present in an environment. This is only made possible through AI, and we have already AI models that does this. Now, the future. What is the roadmap? The roadmap of AI in Metaverse. The roadmap of AI in Metaverse. Well, when we talk about the future of AI in Metaverse, I need to let us understand that the future of AI in Metaverse is understanding the alignment of AI algorithms and the Metaverse platform in healthcare, in manufacturing, in smart cities, and what have you. If you understand that with AI and robotics, where we have reinforcement learning, where we have a semi-supervised learning, where we have unsupervised learning, then you now understand that the future is in your hands. But the major issue in AI and Metaverse is 3 areas. Number 1, what we call AI trustworthiness. Why this is very, very important is to avoid taking wrong decisions on the Metaverse. Decision that is very, very costly. Then AI ethics, so as to avoid unscrupulous fellow, having access to the Metaverse and thereby disrupting the integrity of the system. And then finally, AI security, tightening the security such that the Metaverse is not polluted with security issues, just like we have in the physical world. These are 3 cardinal areas, 3 cardinal open issues, even research issues on how AI can further enhance the feasibility, the scalability, and the sustainability of Metaverse. In conclusion, you can refer to the online resource that is on the display so that you can get acquainted with more information on how artificial intelligence can further improve the sustainability and security of Metaverse. On this note, I want to thank every one of you for the rapt attention, and thank you.